Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since my last update, so I wanted to come on here and give you all an update. So without further ado, I am weighing in today at 177 pounds. That's the lowest reported number. That's my newest low since starting my whole weight loss journey in 2020. So I'm there, and that's exciting. I am still on tirzepatide. This time round, I have ended the compound tirzepatide that I was doing, and since my visit with a primary care physician, I now have a prescription submitted to Eli Lilly. I chose to get mine through Eli Lilly, so I'm doing Zepbound, and I'm doing a vial, so I have to do my own little injections, but I'm sticking to the 5 milligrams until I get to my goal weight, which I have shifted my goal. We'll talk about that. And I'm still continuing, I'm still going to continue with microdosing. So I'm not increasing anything past 5. I don't think I need it. Honestly, it's just a tool that helps, but I will continue with microdosing because I do think that there's something to it for lipedema, swelling. Like the inflammation with lipedema, I think tirzepatide, Zepbound, lipedema, best friends. So I'm going to continue with the microdosing, which my doctor is cool with. So she said, for me to stay on the 5 until I reach like goal weight, then we'll drop it down to 2.5. So that's really cool to be doing my own injections now, because before I was doing like a program where I had to go in every single week and do an appointment and pay for the appointment and the package of injections. So this way, even though it's expensive through Eli Lilly, it's still cheaper than what I was doing. And for the 5, once I drop to 2.5, it's going to be, I think, somewhere near like $100 cheaper. So yeah, if that's any motivation to get to where I want to go, but so far everything's going great. I just wrapped up my lipedema rebounding challenge, which you guys have been seeing me post daily for that. So that was awesome to do that publicly because it really held me accountable. And so I do think the biggest takeaway from that is like, look what you can do in a minimum of 10 minutes a day. So I'm going to continue that rebounding practice because overall it just really helps me feel really good, and just see if I have, any more change from that. Next, I think probably going to focus on these arms and start doing like more strength training and toning up. I do think I do have lipedema in my arms, but it's not like a crazy case of it, but I'd like to handle that. So that's up next. I have little weights and kettlebell for that, so I'm not going to be doing anything crazy. I'm going to use what I have. And you all know I'm not a gym person. I will not step foot in a gym. I don't like gyms. First of all, germs, and second of all, ew. So yeah, I will keep you all updated on that when I get it started. But overall, I just wanted to jump on here and check in and let you know that you've kind of seen what I've been up to with the rebounding challenge, but behind the scenes in terms of GLP-1 use, I'm seeing like really great results. But honestly, what I would like to say though is it still very much is a tool. Because I can't lie, I've had months where I didn't have any weight loss. You definitely can gain on a GLP-1. So there were some months where I was not as serious as I could have been. So now I'm just trying to do more so like a anti-inflammatory diet. So I had went to Sprouts the other day and did like a big grocery haul and focused on getting like all anti-inflammatory type of things. So I've been doing like veggie sandwiches, trying to stick to lean meats because my appointment is crazy. All this time I thought I was like low iron. Apparently no, I have too much. So I have to scale back on the steaks. I was eating steaks all the time, and like the ribeye, and it's my fave. And I had just purchased, I was gonna post a video on this too. I had just purchased a box of steaks, ground beef, and all of that from like a ranch. It's called Riverbend Ranch, and I was so excited for it. And I cooked the sirloin steak tips, and those were so good. It was so good, y'all. Like delicious. And then I have to go to this appointment, and she tells me I need to ease up on the beef. So yeah, that's fun. My sister gets to enjoy those. And she cooked a ribeye last night actually, and I was so jealous. But yeah, I'm a little high in the iron, so I have to actually go get that checked out. I've never been on that side of the results, so this is new to me, and I'm gonna have to figure it out. But I was like, all this time, I thought I was low iron, so it probably was like self-inflicted because occasionally I would take like a supplement here or there, but I wasn't like doing that like religiously. But what I was doing was eating steak like every other day. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. But now I'm eating ground turkey, chicken. I don't enjoy chicken really, so it's really hard. But ground turkey, I made turkey legs the other day. So yeah, but it's funny like when I've switched over to that, how much my body picks up on that, and I'm dropping weight. So there's something to the lean meats for me, I guess, even though I don't enjoy it. I'm trying to limit some of the cheese that I was eating. So instead, I'm doing like, I do eat feta. But yeah, she told me to eat some kale, even though that has iron in it. But she was like, your body absorbs that differently. So she was like, add some kale in there. So I'm trying to do all that, and I'm doing multigrain. I am having bread, and I'm doing multigrain. So we'll see how my next set of lab work goes, like after I've done this for a while. But yeah, so I say all this to say also, let me circle back to the point I was making here. Is like, it is very much still a tool, and you can abuse it. So now that I have been switching up and eating this way, I'm seeing, better results, and protein will forever be the focus. Like, it really is. If you're not getting enough protein in, this is not going to work that well. So you really do have to focus on protein, because also one thing that will become a problem down the road is losing muscle. Also, there are a lot of people who aren't paying attention to getting the proper nutrients that they need while they're doing GLP-1, and muscle loss is like a big thing. You don't want to lose the muscle. And I'm glad that I did do a program where I had to go in every week and have these conversations, and they'd look at my percentage of body fat versus like muscle and everything, each time I would go in, because it really taught me like, this is not a game. Like, this tool really involves some work of making sure that you're getting the proper nutrients in. Especially if you're working out too, if you're adding workouts, like, you also need to make sure that you get the proper amount of protein. Like, they always tell me to like do some type of protein shake immediately after my workout. So I may not exactly do that, but last checkup that I did have, everything was going well with the amount of protein that I was taking in. So yeah, really glad to take that with me as I'm doing this on my own now. I won't have these check-ins. So I really have to, hold myself accountable and make sure I do the things that I need to do. So anyways, yeah, that's my update on what's going on, what I'm focusing on. And yeah, along with that, just with all of this, it's been very much so like faith-based too. I have not ever really put my focus on God in my weight loss journey, and I'm starting to see the importance of that And just throwing that out there too. This is part of the mental, like, just so grateful and thankful for the journey and like the tools that I have to help me get there. But I'm thinking, 170, once I hit 170, reevaluate and see. I'm thinking the next goal will probably be something like 165, see how that feels, and go from there. So, yeah. But anyways, I will go ahead and show you all like how I'm looking. So hang on. So here I am. I'm still wearing like size 8 jeans, 6 in some brands, but mostly size 8 and a size small in most of my tops. Sometimes medium, but usually small overall. So yay. Anyways, that's all I have for now. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks so much for supporting my videos as I did my 30-day challenge. It was so awesome to post and have you guys like cheering me on. It's really helpful to do a challenge like that. I highly recommend doing a 30-day challenge, to be specific, to help you like get in the routine of something you want to start. Now, whether you share that on social media, I don't know. I will tell you, sharing that on social media really helps you be accountable. Like, I couldn't just be posting up to 20 days and then just stop. That would have been crazy. So it really helped to share that. But thanks for following along on that journey. I'm going to keep sharing bits here and there because I do want to continue doing that daily. And I will continue to give you all check-ins because I'm really like feeling motivated with where I'm at with things and hitting a new low. 177? I didn't weigh 170. I think I weighed 178 on the day of my loose skin removal procedure. And it was a struggle to hit that. So if you remember in those videos, I was telling you like I don't recommend doing what I did to lose the weight to get to that point. Yeah. The way I'm going about it now is so much healthier. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated as I work on that goal. But overall, do a challenge. If you're trying to start something, whether it's walking every day or, doing rebounder or just changing up your eating habits, I highly recommend making it a challenge like that, to help keep you focused. And then at the end, you'll be so used to it that you'll just continue. It's second nature. It's part of the program now. So I hope everyone's doing well and achieving your goals, drinking your water, staying hydrated. I have to be on my electrolytes. That's one thing. And get your fiber. Get your fiber in. And I will see you all on the next update. Bye.